I want you to notice a couple of things. Look at the earlier in verse 21. That you've hidden these things from the wise and understanding and revealed them to little children. Salvation is not for the sophisticated, but for the humble. It doesn't mean that learned people don't come to Christ. They do. It doesn't mean that it's not intellectually robust. It is. It doesn't mean that there aren't reasons for faith. There are. It doesn't mean that there's not a clear accounting for theology. There is. But it means that the clear accounting, it means that the robustness of the intellect, it means that the sophistication of what it means for a worldview are not the things in and of themselves that are going to get you jack squat. There's a lady named Etta Linneman who was born, I think, in 1931, I believe, something like that. She died in 2009, and she was a scholar. She was a female scholar in an era where there was not a lot of female scholarship in terms of theology through the middle of the 20th century. And she studied in Germany. She was from Germany, studied in Germany. She was a very, very liberal scholar. She worked under, for a number of years, Rudolf Bultmann. Rudolf Bultmann was famous for writing about what he called demythologizing Jesus or deconstructing Jesus, the idea that the Jesus that we read about in the Gospels has been sort of theologically constructed in a mythological way, and if we want to get to the core of who Jesus is, we've got to strip away the miraculous, we've got to strip away. Basically, it's driven by naturalism. We have to just get to the natural Jesus, not the supernatural Jesus, and we have to demythologize him. So this is who she studied under. But then in 1977, she knew the Bible backwards and forwards. She knew the life of Christ inside and out. She was a scholar teaching about the life of Jesus. In 1977, she came to Christ. She came to faith. She had written a bunch of scholarly works. After she came to faith, the next year in 1978, she let everybody know publicly that they should take all of her books that she had written and they should throw them in the garbage or burn them. 5 years later, at 60 years of age, she went and taught theology on the mission field in Indonesia. Spent many of the rest of her days there teaching. Because she realized she had all the sophistication. She knew all about Jesus, but she didn't know Jesus. She knew Jesus as, but she didn't know Jesus.